instant petition. I am bringing in question the order dated 31/10/2025, my lords, wherein our petition was solely dismissed on the ground of availability of alternate remedy under section 66(2) of Drugs Act, my lords. What my humble submission is, my lords, for easement, my lords, I have uploaded the written arguments on ERP, my lords. That may kindly be seen, my lords.
How many children died due to this syrup?
My lords?
How many children died due to this syrup?
My lords, we were merely the distributors of that drug, my lords.
Later on, पहले तो आप इसका जवाब दें कि how many children died?
More than 30 children, my lords.
27. And thereafter, the show cause notice was issued and action taken against you.
My lords.
You are challenging it.
My lords, we were challenging.
You are invoking the writ jurisdiction.
My lords, we are
invoking
invoking.
action under the provisions of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act.
I was invoking the writ jurisdiction on the behest of violation of natural justice, my
No
lords.
natural
And
justice.
Honorable Apex Court is very clear that
This is a case where they are taking very. They are not taking actually proper action against you.
Still being lax.
My lords, if I may kindly make a small submission, I am merely a distributor.
Who supplied this syrup to the hospital, Chindwad Hospital?
My lords, I am merely a distributor. I am merely a bona fide distributor, my lords. On 2nd of October, my shop was seized without any proper following the process, my lords. And all the documents and necessary things which were required for my defense were logged in my shop, my lords. On 2nd, they sealed my shop. On 5th, they collected certain samples. And on 8th, they collected certain samples. And without having any report of the medicine which they seized from me, on 11th, they issued a...
Alternate remedy of appeal is available.
My lords, I humbly bow down to the...
The court think that the court should exercise the writ jurisdiction.
Lords, I humbly bow down to the alternate remedy point, my lords, but what my humble submission is, we are ready to participate in the whole process. This order dated 11/10 shall be remanded back. We shall be awarded an adequate opportunity of being heard. I am just praying for that, my lords. I am not demanding any quashment of proceeding. I am just saying that the proceeding shall be taken out in a fair and justified manner. They have just issued the show cause notice to me on 9th and 11th, and on 11th only they have passed the order of cancellation of license without having any basis, without having any report of the drug which they sealed from me. And on 2nd, anyhow, certain officials came to my shop and sealed my shop. That too, if we go through the provisions of Drugs Act, Section 22 and 23 does not empower the drug inspector to seal the shop. And on contravention of provisions of Drug Act, they sealed my shop, my lords. They have fully made a joke out of the provisions of Drug Act and carried out such proceeding against me. Those are totally, my lords, what my humble submission is, violating the natural justice, my lords. I am merely there on the ground of violation of natural justice. My whole argument revolves around the point.
What about justice to the children who died?
My lords, that is a matter.
Justice for them.
My lords, I sincerely bow down to that founding. That is a matter of investigation, and we are ready to participate.
226 is not a statute. It's not a mandatory remedy. It's a discretion of the court. Court has decided not to exercise it. You have remedy available in law. Exercise that.
My lords, I sincerely bow down to that. But what
Even
my humble submission
even if it is
is
wrongful closure of your shop, file an appeal. Appellate authority will
we'll file that appeal. But what my humble submission is, I am nowhere disputing that I will not participate in the proceeding. I am just disputing the fact of bias proceeding being carried out against me.
Appellate authority has the power.
Let's appellate authority is having the power, but under 226, Honorable High Court is also having the power as per the Apex Court guidelines, my lords.
226 is extraordinary discretionary remedy.
My lords, that I
Court
go
has
down.
refused to exercise discretion. We are not going to interfere with it.
I am humbly trying to back something out of that discretion. My argument revolves around the discretion only, my lords, because of which I have made these arguments. I may kindly be allowed to make threefold submissions. Why I am justifying this order being wrong, my lords. If I may be granted a couple of
Nothing
minutes.
wrong with the order. Court has said go before the appellate authority.
Because I am not saying anything that, as my lord says, that is completely discretionary. So I am trying to move certain thing out of the discretion of this honorable court, my lords. My argument is just to pursue something from discretion of this honorable court so that I can get some relief, my lords. My lords, as Apex Court is clearly clear on the issue, as I have summarized in my arguments, my lords, that exception to rule of alternate remedy arises where the writ petition has been filed for enforcement of fundamental right, firstly, secondly, where there is violation of natural justice, thirdly, where the order of proceedings are wholly without jurisdiction, and fourthly, the wires of legislation is challenged, my lords. All the argument rests on point B, C and D, my lords. That too I'll establish how, my lords. If we'll go on reading on the order of 11/10/2025, it could clearly be seen that on 2nd/10/2025, my shop was sealed by the drug inspector, which is not authorized to do so under the provision of Drugs Act. And Honorable Apex Court is also very clear on the aspect that if any drug inspector exceeds his capacity in sealing the shop, that sealing is illegal and the shop needs to be open. The relevant citation also I filed in the ERP, my lords, and I am also having a hard copy if my lord requires it, wherein the Honorable Apex Court was also clear that drug inspector is not at all authorized to seal the shop. Now here, how I fall under the exception to alternate remedy, I'll demonstrate. In the clause 3, part B, it clearly says that the proceedings are wholly without jurisdiction. Under this exception, the act of drug inspector is wholly without jurisdiction. He was not having the jurisdictional capacity to seal my shop. How he sealed my shop? This is the first full argument, my lords. The second one is,
When was your shop sealed?
on 2nd October, my lord, 2nd October 2025, it's clearly mentioned in the 1110 order, and also we were not provided with any document, pre-intimation or order as to why our shop is sealed. Suddenly certain officials came and sealed our shop merely on pretext of these news circulars being going on that the drug, because of which this tragic incident occurred, we were the distributors of it. Merely on basis of this our shop was sealed, and certain drugs were sealed for the certain drug samples were taken for investigation.
You are challenging suspension of your license, or you are challenging closure of your shop?
I am challenging the process starting from 2nd October to 11th October, wherein my shop was sealed wrongly, and on the 11th October, where my license was cancelled without awarding me an adequate opportunity of being heard.
You were
That
given
too
a
I'll
show cause
demonstrate, my
notice
lords.
on 9th October?
9th October, I
Show
was,
cause notice given, 11th October show cause notice given?
and on 11th October only the order of cancellation of license was
That's
also
all
passed,
right.
wherein I provided them a letter on 10th October that in order to furnish the reply, I need some time, I need some documents. The documents are logged in my shop shutters may kindly be rolled up so that I can grab the documents and
File
file my
appeal.
adequate reply.
Please file an appeal.
My lord,
File an appeal. Not
my
a
lord,
case.
certain relief, I humbly pray that certain relief may kindly be granted to me. It may clearly
We
be
are giving you
seen
the
from
relief
the
of
order
what
that there is a
we are giving you
clear
the-
violation of natural justice, my lords.
Mr. Billa, we are giving you the relief of going file appeal.
My lords, that is an available remedy to me. I am not disputing
Then
the
go
fact, but I am just disputing. I am just making a small submission that I am ready to participate in the whole proceedings, but the proceeding may kindly be reverted back. The 1110 order of cancellation of license was also not communicated to me. On the news article of 1310, I came to know that my shop license has been cancelled. Then when I inquired about the reason why my shop license was cancelled, I was supplied the order also on or after 15th of October. What my humble submission is, the order is passed on back of me. And there's a clear thing, my lords, that all ultram partem, the other party needs to be heard before passing an order with, which anyway infringes his right, my lords. And also under section 19.3, all the defenses are available to me, which I ought to have shown to the authorities during the time when my license was cancelled. But I was awarded no opportunity of hearing. So what my humble submission is, the proceedings may kindly be remanded back. I am ready to participate in the proceeding, my lords. Because this is an ultra-wise proceeding, my lords. It will take a huge amount of time to go through the appeal and go through the process. My shop is closed. N number of financial losses I am facing, and also apart from this company drugs, other drugs are also stored in my godown, my lords. Because of this illegal sealing, those drugs are also perishable in nature.
At the time of inspection, whether the syrup was found in your shop or not.
My lords, it was found because I was one of the distributors. I am not disputing the fact that syrup was not found.
Therefore,
But my
it
humble
was found
submission
in your
is,
shop, it was stored in your shop. Therefore, the action was taken.
my lords,
You can't say that the action has
the
been
syrup
taken
was
on
stored
that
in my shop merely under the capacity of distributor of that company. I am not the manufacturer of the drug, my lords.
Nayab Tehsildar has sealed your shop, not the
My lords, the drug inspector has sealed my shop, my lords,
That is
along
written.
with presence of Nayab Tehsildar, but the drug inspector was the person who sealed my shop, my lords.
It is written in the order.
under the orders of the Nayab Tehsildar.
But my lords, but without providing me any opportunity, can they seal my shop, my lords? That is the
You are selling
concern,
a
my
drug
lords.
Which is causing harm to the children.
Fatal.
Why action should not be taken against you? And you
My
should
lords,
wait.
only the
Why
stock
have you
of
wait
cold ref
after
ought to
issuance
have
of
been.
show cause notice, you will call up, when you will file a reply, then the
My lords,
apology. will
these are
be-
the
what my humble submission is, I am not the exclusive distributor of cold ref, my lords. Other drugs need not be sealed, my lords. My shop need not be sealed in relation to the other drugs. I am merely a bona fide distributor, my lords. I am not the manufacturer, my lords, whose neck is directly to be grabbed by the authorities, my lords.
You are the stockist who supplied the syrup.
That's I.